Kia ora, I'm Sammy, and today I've hooked us up with reggae legends Catch a Fire here at the Fale.
Talo for Lover, I'm Corinne. Thank you for all of your Facebook feedback. Remember, we are there for you 24/7 on demand. Today,
Malolele wahine and tamasi, might stick with me because later on we find out about bionic legs.
Corinne, you okay?
She's been acting really strange all week.
My bag of Panadol!
Chocolate bars, Panadol, baby clothes.
Listen to this. How to tell if someone is pregnant. Feeling sick, nervous or easily upset, gaining weight, sensitive sense of smell. Warning, do not ask if they are pregnant because they just might have gained a lot of weight.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just the one who's dying here. Today, I'll take you to meet a designer of children's clothing.
Oh no, she's cancelled. We're actually doing antenatal classes now.
What?
Yeah. Hey, I'm Carlia. Come with me to find out about animals at the zoo. Baby animals. Do you want to come?
Nah.
Okay, let's go.
What are you two looking at?
Good zoos do much more than just display animals to visitors. They play a vital part in conservation through breeding programs. Today we're here at Hamilton Zoo to find out what they're doing to safeguard the next generation. Everyone meet John, Species Coordinator here at Hamilton Zoo. Now, John, tell us why breeding programs are important.
They're very important because it produces the next generation of offspring. A lot of animals aren't doing very well in the wild these days, but in a zoo, we are able to control them, their breeding, help them if they need it, and then, yeah, get some babies.
Now, tell me about the species here. Who are these guys?
These are ring-tailed lemurs. All lemur species are endangered, and there's only rough estimates of a few thousand left in the wild in Madagascar. There's a lot of pressures on their habitat in Madagascar because of the human population. There's not a lot of actual wild left, so it's important that zoos step up, take on a bit more responsibility to house some of these species so that we can breed them, keep them, and eventually, down the track where there is some wild to put them back into, we've got the animals to do so.
So zoos are about way more than just displaying animals.
Way, way more. Back in the old days, even like 20, 30 years ago, it was just about having animals here for people to come and look at, whereas these days we have a very important role with education.
But what is your main goal when it comes to breeding?
We have a database of all the heritage of all the different animals, so we can actually tell whose mum is whose grandparents, all the way back, a bit like we do with family trees. And we can put all that into a computer program. It's very important that we do share that information with other zoos because then we can all work together instead of just one zoo trying to breed a species. It can be a number of zoos all working together to try and maintain that species.
Are there kiwi species that are endangered?
There are a lot of kiwi species that are endangered, and here at Hamilton Zoo we're aware of that. We've got a lot of breeding programs going for local native species as well. So would you like to go have a look at one of them?
Yeah, sure.
OK, Carlia, these are brown teal, and these are part of a breeding program here at Hamilton Zoo, one of the native species that we look after. Everything that happens in their life, we have to write down and record anything from they've eaten a fraction less food today than they did yesterday, or they've pooed a fraction less than they did yesterday, all those sorts of things. So knowing your animal, not just as a species, but as an individual as well, like every detail. And we keep all that information and use it not just here at Hamilton Zoo for next breeding season. We also share it with all the other zoos that have brown teal as well, so they can compare our experiences with their experiences, and through a combined effort we will maximise the possibilities of breeding these animals.
Why is that important?
It's important because if we want these animals here for the next generation, for our kids and our kids' kids, we need to look after them now. We can't just think that everything's going to be OK, because at the end of the day, without our intervention, it's not going to be OK. So these breeding programs are one way of making sure that we do have something for the future. All right, Carlia, this is our biggest of our breeding programs. This is the white rhino. We have managed to produce more offspring than a lot of other zoos because of the way that we manage them. We're very tactile with the animals. We treat them with a lot of respect, but that allows us to monitor the pregnancies and all of their behaviours, which the end result is a successful birth, much like Bunty here.
Why do you think it's important for New Zealand to be part of a program that protects animals that aren't even from here?
We've got to think beyond our own boundaries and think of what we can do to help the animals on a global scale. But beyond that even, it's a great experience to come in to a zoo, see something as massive as this, as close as this. You get a true appreciation that you can't get from looking at a video or any photos.
Well, John, I just want to thank you for showing us how important breeding programs are and for protecting our endangered species.
You're very welcome.
You guys want to know more? Here's the website. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Great story, Kalia. Yeah. All those cute animals and the babies.
I'm sure she's pregnant.
How can you tell? Check this out. Pregnancy test.
Docs, how you gonna get her to pee on that?
If you guys want to win this $50 warehouse voucher, all you have to do is text PBS space and answer this question. Which zoo did Kalia visit? Send your answer right now to 244, 50th text wins. After the break, we've got some antenatal classes, robotic legsing, catch a fire.
I think she's just overeating. She looks the same as to me.
I'd hate to think you were talking about me because that wouldn't be very nice and I might get upset and have a low self-esteem.